we say that two triangles are similar, so this is
Okay.
if they have the exact same shape, but they could be, one could be a scale factor bigger or a scale factor small.
You should have numbers to change these.
I should, I know.
Yeah.
Two important facts about similar triangles. Number one, the corresponding angles have to be equal. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use three different colors, and I'm going to say if these two triangles are similar, then this angle has to be exactly the same as this one. And this angle is exactly the same as this one. And blue, this angle is exactly the same as this one. Guys.
Do you have a question about that?
Hayden, you already got one.
You know they're the same exact angles, right? They're not the same exact size.
The angle would be the same size, and I'll show you why. Check this out. Okay, watch this. I'm going to take out my purple pen. I am going to trace over top of this triangle. And if I drag it over to here, notice that the angle is exactly this one over here. Look, it lines up perfect. What about up top? Look at that.
Same Z's.
They're all, the angles never will change. They will match up exactly the same. And it's called corresponding. Because sometimes you can take a similar triangle and flip one, right? Then this, you have to know which angles go with which one. That's fact number one. So I'm going to highlight that. Things that I highlight, you might eventually put on your cheat sheet. There we go. That doesn't look like a highlighter.
Wait, so we have
Crossing
more-
this out.
Our cheat sheets only allowed to be one page.
Yes.
Just one page, right?
One page per test.
See this really important now?
¿Para qué escribes en lápiz de que ustedes?
Okay.
Sí, pero ¿cuál es la utilidad de cada
You
uno?
know where turkey is?
Físico. No,
This
de
is sure, because you did trap turkey.
Country.
Yeah, you did trap. That was free. Do you want to go, do you have the popular forms?
Okay.
Turkey. Haircut.
Now, this is,
Didn't know one.
when I talk about angle ABC, I'm just going to teach you
Just cold
with it.
what this means. In that notation, angle ABC would be start at A, go to B, go to C. They're talking about this 90-degree angle there. And it apparently is supposed to be equal to angle EFG. That means start at E, go to F, go to G. So whenever they do the three letters in a row, it's the middle letter where the angle is. So if I have angle, this here is angle ABC. Sometimes you'll see them just write angle B. But sometimes you have to use three letters because you might have something that looks like this. And if I say angle B, someone says, well, do you mean this one? Or do you mean this one? Or do you mean all of it when you say angle B? It's unclear. So then sometimes they use three letters. If I wanted the green one, I would say angle A, then B, then C.
Should I write that down?
It's up
Yeah.
to you.
I would draw. See, for me, that's a great question. Maybe you usually skip it, but part of like, I can even go back to my high school years. I was always good for like, as soon as they wrote something, I would do that, and then I would actually write whatever he just said. I would be like, used to show the differences, and then put those three.
Little notes for yourself. How are you going to remember?
Yeah,
Because you just saw this morning with our warm-up activity
yeah.
that just seeing it once doesn't help us remember it. And just writing it down, how much information do you need to write down so when you look at it after you've forgotten that you would remember?
And then thinking about that second note, you're thinking more deeply.
easier like when
You're engaged in your notes when you're doing the extras. Does that make sense?
It's easier like when you talk about it in a group, sort of like brainstorming almost.
Yeah.
Like when you talk about it with other people.
Yeah. ¿Y para qué sirve la L ahí?
No, it's ángulo.
Angulo.
Wait, so that's not an L?
No,
That's not an L. It's
Oh.
an angle sign.
That's like saying the word angle.
Angle B. So like here, you see how they have little
That's
angle signs.
Angle ABC. 1, 2, 3.
Corresponding sides are proportional. That's the next thing. That,
I love this song. Jackson 5.
oh my god, there you go.
Proportional.
So what this means is if I had this triangle twice as big, and maybe this side was 2, this side was 4, this side was 3, then this one would be 6, and then this one was 4, this one would be 8. And that would mean I doubled every side. Which means if I take corresponding sides, so the one between the green and the blue angle is the 6 and the 3. If I do 6 divided by 3, I get 2, because it's twice as big. If I look at the ones between the green and the red angles, and I did 8 divided by 4, I get 2 again. So if you can find out, like here, I made it easy so you can see that you're multiplying it by 2. That means you get to multiply by 2 for any corresponding sides. And if you made a ratio, or took one divided by the other, you will get the same answer every single time. And that's what it means by corresponding sides are proportional. One is a multiple of the other.
Think about it. Oh wait, 2. Whoops.
Because 4 goes
Yeah.
It's your.
And this is
8
very
minus?
similar
That's what I'm saying.
to our scale factor that we did before.
Is that 2?
Right? Our scale factor, and I got it in the notes too.
8 divided by 4 is 2. Is that what you're asking?
Well, like this one. Like this letter.
Oh, that letter is BAC. Angle BAC
What does it say
is
in the
equal
back?
to GFE.
Scale factor, this word here. I know, I'm working on writing here.
No, at least you're not English teacher.
Yeah.
Ooh. Pretty, yeah. And then you're sad because you're on stuff.
And then like 50 minutes and then you get home.
Okay, so what do questions look like? Determine if these triangles are similar. If they are similar, all the angles would have to be the same. Ooh, we've got some angle stuff to talk about here with triangles. There are some special things about angles. Have you ever seen the square box in a triangle before? What does it mean?
I don't know.
That's good. This is an important question because mathematicians use a little square box all the time and it means something very specific for a
It
triangle.
means it's
right.
It's a right angle. What does that mean for the number? Does anybody know what number this angle is right here with the square?
oh look, here's a right angle. There's a right angle. I mean in theory.
Una pregunta. Entonces, el ángulo en que está el 4 es multiplicado por 3 en el grande.
El más grande, ¿no?
Sí, por 3.
Okay.
Is it a higher number or lower? Really high?
Oh, this is See, this is something I thought all of you knew, but I guess
Grade 8.
apparently none of us know this.
Think
You know it?
Pythagorean theory.
What angle that is? The right angle? No? You had the name of it, but what is it equal to? 90, there it is. 90 degrees.
You would have seen it in all your a squared plus b squared equals c squared stuff last year.
Okay. So we need to check two things. Okay? We need to have all the angles the same. This one has a 90. Does this one have a 90?
Yep.
This one has a 32. Does this one have a 32?
I can't see.
Yes.
Yes. Does anybody know what the last angle is here? You can use a calculator if you want. I don't know. Now, if you knew how to do it, then you would be able to tell me. No, I'm expecting that. This is another thing I think you might already know, but I don't know. I'm checking. Does anybody know what all three angles in a triangle add up to? 180? Yes.
I didn't say it.
So these three, 90 plus the 32 plus has to add up to 180. What's the 90 plus 32? What goes in there? 58 degrees. Excellent. Excellent.
That's true. How do you get the 58 degrees?
Your list, any new ones, anyone gone?
If you take
Some off, okay.
and you
And
subtract
then some
90,
Some
spelling
and you
mistakes.
subtract
They wanted to know the scores. Do you have scores?
They just came in so they can, maybe, would you like a printout or something, and then you could just share?
Yeah,
Okay.
that'd be great.
Woo! Go lead, I'll go
Okay.
lead, I'll go.
Since
Cincinnati.
all the angles are the same,
That wasn't funny to anybody. Toughs up here.
these triangles are similar.
Not even a snicker. No?
And then Ruben figured out the scale factor. How do I go from 4 to 12? How do I go from 3 to 9? What am I multiplying by?
3.
By 3. That would be your scale factor. Mental math time. How long is the hypotenuse?
Like 6 or 7.
No. Mental math time. How long is the hypotenuse of this one?
I need to see. Should I know this right away?
It's 3, it's 4. And
Oh.
you have to figure out that. Oh, you do know it, okay?
Well, yeah. Oh, the hypotenuse.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I do know.
Say it.
How do you figure out?
Sink.
How do you figure out a squared plus b squared equals c squared?
Latitude, longitude.
Remember that? What's 3 squared?
Says 9.
9.
9
Plus?
and
16.
yeah, 16 is below.
What is 9 plus 16?
25.
25. So how long is this side?
25?
Oh. Sorry. That's c squared. C squared is 25. How long is this side? 15 times 15 is not 25.
What's the opposite of squared?
Round. Well, am I wrong?
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
No, that's cutting it in half. Squaring something means
Squared.
something times something is 25. And it has to be the same number.
Five.
5.
Oh my gosh, I did not figure that out soon. You need to explain more.
And I
You
just
didn't explain it good enough. because you were
I
like,
just remember
well,
3, 4, 5.
I thought you meant like Yeah.
He didn't explain it right away because he wants to see if you get it.
What number would be the hypotenuse of the big one?
Well, what do we have to do? Can you show us and figure it out?
Well, I'm giving you two ways you can figure it out. Well, you know the big one has 9 and 12, and you want to find the other one. Or we've also figured out that these are similar triangles, and we figured out the scale factor was 3.
I'm so confused.
So there's two ways you can do it. One way is easy mental math, one way is more difficult mental math, but both would be right. And if you had a calculator, they would be equal probably. I still think the one way is easier.
What would I take?
You would have to type it
See,
down.
a calculator's only good if you know what you're doing.
Exactly, that's what I'm asking.
All
Look
right.
at the two.
Look at the blue arrow and the purple arrow, and somehow you have to figure out the orange arrow.
9 times 3. 9 times
Where are you getting the
Where are you getting the 9 from?
3. The triangle.
Right. Is that how we did it for the other ones?
I don't know. I'm so confused.
Look at the purple arrow.
Look at the purple arrow.
It goes to the
Look
9.
at the blue arrow.
And that goes to 12.
Right.
The 4 goes to the 12, the 3 goes to the 9. What possibly could the 5 go to?
The 32 degrees.
15!
No, I'm so confused.
The 32 degrees. What is the opposite of squared?
So,
Circled.
check this out. If the scale factor is 3, we multiply the sides by 3. So if you know this side is 5, 5 times 3 would be 15. The other way you could have done this is you could have done 9 squared plus 12 squared equals c squared, which is 81 plus 144 equals c squared. No, 81 and 144 is 225
Okay, that was really fast.
is c squared. And then what times what is 225? It's 15.
That was so much easier.
You could have done that as well. But that might have been a little bit more mental math for you. I think 5 times 3 is 15 is the easier one.
I believe so.
I think that was easier.
So notice, if triangles are similar, their angles are all the same, and then there's a scale factor by which the sides are related. In this case, the one triangle is 3 times bigger than the other triangle.
Wait.
But the angles, you know what's a mistake students make? They take the angles and make them 3 times bigger. But check this out. If I take this triangle and trace it, and then I drag it over here, oh my goodness. Look at how that angle's identical. Up top, and down here, well, the 91, you're kind of be like, oh, I knew it was a square. Matches up. But isn't that cool how it matches up perfectly?
Well, I've never seen that.
I'm so confused.
The angle, like when I'm putting up here, when I say match up perfectly, I'm talking about
Oh, just there.
just the angle. That angle right there matched up perfect.
I like that you illustrate that.
When I slide it up here, look at that top angle is identical. Right?
So, what?
So
I'm so
all the angles are the same. That makes 2 triangles similar. And then this one is 3 times bigger than the other one.
Ya, una pregunta. Entonces el pequeño y el grande, el tamaño normal y el grande
We
es
still don't get it?
pero igual, pero
How can you know, like,
Sí.
3 times bigger?
How does he
Pero
know
los
it's 3 times
ángulos
bigger?
son los mismos.
Okay. The second, I can tell you how he knows it's 3 times bigger. Two things.
I see.
One, he was told this is similar. Or
I figured
determined.
it. Once I
if
had the
it's similar.
angles the same, then they're similar.
And similar means these two, if they're similar, these angles, this angle has to be the same as that corresponding. This angle has to be the same as that corresponding. This angle has to be the same as that corresponding. And then the next thing he did was go 9 divided by 3, because you see how this side goes with this side? So this is corresponding
Yeah, it doesn't matter
sides.
the order. You
If he does 9 divided by 3, he gets 3.
A squared plus B
Then
squared.
he did
plus C
12
squared.
divided by 4
So
corresponds.
always whatever it is.
And he
shaped like
also
that.
got 3.
Yeah.
Then that means that this has to be 3 times bigger.
Alright.
Because this was 3 times bigger, and this was 3 times.
What is a 58?
The 58 is just,
It's this
oh, that's,
angle. The 58 is the angle at
it's
the
the
top.
58 degrees.
Wait, and how we found that again?
And we found it because 3 angles in
Oh,
a
yeah.
triangle always add up to 180 degrees.
Yeah.
I had a teacher once say to grade 9 students, they said, hey, if you can draw me a triangle where the angles don't add up to 180 degrees, I'll give you $100. And the kids went home and tried drawing triangles all weekend.
Oh, hardcore shock.
I heard that.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Brandon,
Yeah.
if I just said this is a terrible drawing.
It's fine. It doesn't have to. It can be a little bit random. I don't think that's any better.
If this is 90, you know that box always means
Yeah.
90 degrees there. And this is 10.
Yeah.
What does this have to be?
58. Right?
90 plus 10 is?
100.
And what
And that has
does
to be 80.
then that's 80 degrees.
It's
Now-
impossible then to not do it without 100. Actually, wait. Actually, no, wait.
Same
Whoa,
thing
whoa,
you
whoa,
just
whoa, wait.
did.
I have a question. What if the corner is 180 already?
Then this won't ever make the triangle.
Yeah,
Okay.
because a triangle has
What if
to,
you have negative numbers?
All right.
cannot.
You cannot have negative numbers.
This question says they want you to find all the missing sides and all the missing angles for the, and I added, because it should say this, for these similar triangles. Now, if you have different colors, choose a color to write all of these things in. And then we're going to choose a different color to figure out what's missing. So this says angle ADE is 60 degrees. So it has to be on this triangle because that's the only one that has A, D, and E. ADE, that means the 60 degrees, I'm labeling it in blue, is right there.
60 plus 60 plus 60 is 180.
It
Yeah.
says that
But that's a
AED is 58. So now this would be,
Now you know it's not 60, 60. That's a good, he recognized that 60, 60, and 60 would be
Mhm.
great. But that would be an equilateral triangle.
What does that mean?
Means that all sides are equal.
and it says that FBC is 62. So in my blue box of given stuff, those are the 3 angles I can label. Then it tells me from A to D is 4. So I can put a 4 going from A to D. A to E is 3.8. D to E is 1.7. And F to C is 10. There was 7 things in the blue box. I have labeled 7 things. Now I'm going to switch colors. I'm going to switch to green. These 2 are similar triangles. You should be able to tell me everything else. How do we do that? Does anybody know what angle F is?
Well, it has to go up to 180, right?
It does, but I've only got one angle. How do I use the fact that they're similar triangles and figure out what angle F is?
So look at the other triangle.
What was one of the key things for similar triangles about angles? Everybody, you have an answer for this?
Would it just be like, would it just like split whatever's like remaining after subtracting a 62 from 180?
No.
That would only be true if we knew that both these sides were equal. But there is no lines on there, so we don't know that.
But we
what
do know-
do we know?
We know they're similar, so as soon as you have similar triangles, go back in your notes, what are the things? Similar triangles says corresponding angles are equal
Would it be 60?
and corresponding signs are proportional. So if this one
It
is
would be 60,
60,
then that would be 60.
this one has to be 60.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just didn't know if it.
And what's this one gonna be?
Then that would be 58.
That one is 58.
That would
And what does this one have to be at the top?
be 3.8.
Now take a look at the other side.
4.
What is it? If it's corresponding, this one's 62 here, what does it have to be on this one?
62.
62.
Oh, I thought you meant 40.
Hey, triangle number 1 is done.
I'm like that.
Triangle number 1 is done. Because you got all the angles and all the sides on triangle number 1. Triangle number 2 needs 2 more sides. We have to go back to our notes. What does it mean? Corresponding sides are proportional. One is a multiple of the other. There is a scale factor. And I specifically chose one here. You have to use your calculator. Check this out. What do you have to multiply to go from 1.7 to 10? You're going to have to use your calculator to tell me.
Wait.
How would you figure that out?
I'm gonna go with 7 point,
Wait, no.
7 point, I'm gonna guess, like 7 point,
Wait, how would you figure it out in your phone?
Small.
7, smaller,
Yeah.
but not 6.
How do you figure that out on your calculator?
It wouldn't be 6, would it?
You're asking yourself this. 1.7 multiplied by something has to equal 10.
It's 6.
It's close to 6. But not quite. How do we use our calculator to do that? What's the opposite of multiplying? If I wanted to just get this by itself, what would I type into my calculator?
Divide.
10
It would be 5.
divided by 1.7.
It would be 5.882.
5.882.
Yeah, because then now if I go 5.882 times 1.7, it is 9.9994.
Very close, right? And it's a little bit off because we rounded, right?
Yeah.
So now the question is, how long is this side? I want you to tell me numbers using your calculator. Matthew's got numbers. What do you got here?
23.6.
23.6. Yes, well, it's actually 23, depending on when you rounded. If you rounded at different places, you'll get 23.6 or 23.5.
Wait, I did 23.6.
You take 4 and multiply it by 5.882.
Yeah, so it'd be 23.5.
23.5. And what about this one?
Actually, no, wouldn't it? No, it'd be
3.8.
No, it'd be 23.6 because you rounded up to the nearest number, and the nearest number would be
Which is what he
0.6.
did.
I actually even used more decimal places. So,
Because you rounded up to the nearest number. So the
and this one should be 22.35. Again, depending on how much decimals you kept for rounding. So what are things that were important to notice? Angles are the same. If it's similar triangles, notice the corresponding angles were all the same. Then one is a scale factor of the other. So we can go from the smaller one to the bigger one by multiplying by the scale factor. We can go from the bigger one to the smaller one by
Sorry
dividing.
to interrupt, Chakowski, we apologize for the inconvenience, but unfortunately we will have to shut the water off once again. So please avoid using the washrooms or water fountains at this time. There's just problems with our water leaking here in various areas in the school, so we will need to shut the water off temporarily. We'll let you know when it goes back on. Thank you.
Are we done now?
Mr. Darrow,
Do we have time for one more question?
what are those small numbers I can't see?
This is 5.882. We're always multiplying by 5.882 because we figured out that 10 divided by 1.7 was 5.882.
What about the ones in the small triangle?
The angled are 62, 60, and 58.
We have 4 minutes.
We have 4 minutes.
And I'd rather like spend time learning more like, you know, like I'd rather like.
You don't want to do another question?
No, dude, I feel like you're gonna rush it then and it's not gonna make as much sense.
This one's really quick.
You probably don't have enough time.
Nah.
Yeah.
No?
We're definitely.
Leave this one for next time?
Yeah.
You can see if you can solve it on your own, and then next time we'll find out.